My name is Dirk Voeste. I'm heading sustainability within BASF. BASF, a chemical company, German origins, 151-year-old meanwhile, 300 sites all over the world, various value chains, really into the business, driving sustainability, providing sustainable solutions. And that's why we created our purpose. We create chemistry for a sustainable future. And this is particularly my team implementing it into our organization, implementing the thoughts, but also helping our businesses to be more successful. Well, the summit per se is, I think, from the people, the contributions beyond excellence. It's really great. It's down to the point. It's particularly about the new question about the idea which we as companies, corporations, and as business leaders have to think about is what kind of impact do we leave? It's about what role do we want to play in society, and the discussions around that is we don't have the final, let's say, end already in our view, but I think all of them we come to the agreement saying if we don't run businesses with a purpose, if we don't run business with the contributions we need to do, we will not have a sustainable long-term business success. It's, I think, the journey which we as a company are on, and I think we're really in the input-output part. This is where we're strong, which we're great. This is, I think, where classical management, classical business leaders are excellent in to do that. We are now much more in the area of the outcome. So what is the outcome of the business? What do we really leave behind? And we are at the stage of opening and understanding more and more is what are impacts of businesses. So what we try to do, for example, with the presentation we gave here today for the first time to a broader audience, is to analyze our value to society, to analyze what as a business, as a corporation, what kind of value we would bring and leave in society, what kind of impact do we generate. And an impact could be positive one, so we pay taxes, we pay wages, we certainly also pay dividends to our shareholders, positive impact, but what kind of costs are we doing it? Land uses, greenhouse gas emissions and others, and to show the interdependencies in a value chain, what you enable, what you generate, how you grow this impact. I think this is where future business leaders will look at and make decisions based on a much more informed decision making. It's a way how we, let's say, it's also the way how we internally get it done. So you get the mindset, the spirit, the company's view behind an impact, and really which resonates with business decisions. So it is not only about the sector. What we're seeing from other companies across the value chain, that this kind of thinking gets more gradually into the whole area of system. We had a starting point. So today, as I said, it's the first time we presented it to a broad audience. It's a starting point of getting more data in it, getting the feedback, shaping the idea. It's an evolution, but also we at one point of time said, you know, you can't run perfection in your offices. You need to go out, you need to have the dialogue to get the understanding. And I think this is what we're all about. The dialogue, the feedback, improving it, and also, as I said, it's the start of a journey. I think we all, let's say private sectors, non-governmental organizations and business corporations as well as governments, I think start to understand, you know, that in this ecosystem we all have to work together. It is not an either or, with or without you, it is with all together to drive it to achieve what we need to achieve, because I think we are exceeding the planet boundaries of our businesses, very clearly so. We need to find our way back to do it, and you can only do it in partnership. Businesses along the value chain, together with governments, with private organizations, with NGOs, with investors, if we all come to the conclusion, and we have to come to the conclusion, that what we're currently doing is not leading us into the next century, we need to stick together and do it together. So it's about partnership. And I think that's what I come across today as well in the conference is, yes, there is a willingness to partner. There's a willingness to understand the other situation. There's a willingness to find the right answer to questions somebody else will have. And I think this is exactly what we need to bring elements together and drive change. I think for Palladium, with the dynamic and the enthusiasm and the passion I felt in this conference, in the room with the questions, but also in the breaks in between, if I may say so, I would wish that Palladium takes the spirit and drive and say, come on guys, this is a platform to bring exactly those players together and make this change. Be a catalyst in the game of saying, yes, we can connect the various dots, be it through partnerships, be it through conferences, sometimes being through advices, to really make this change. You could be part and should be part of the journey, and the way, and I think you also feel that you've created today in the conferences, it's exactly the right way to do that.